The truth of the wrongful death trial for Michael Jackson, AEG still liable for negligence. Brian Panish filed a claim against AEG for the wrongful death of Michael Jackson and the negligence in the hiring of Conrad Murray as a treating physician for Michael Jackson. The claim basically states that AEG was liable for the wrongful death of Michael Jackson because of the negligence in the hiring of Conrad Murray. The jury found that AEG hired Conrad Murray, but was not negligent in hiring Dr. Conrad Murray because they felt he was competent and fit during the time AEG hired him. Although Brian Panish argued that AEG was responsible for Michael Jackson's death because of the res judicata of Conrad Murray's criminal actions of prolonged use and overdose of propofol that killed Michael Jackson, this question was not addressed to the jury because the complaint title did not specify two separate claims of wrongful death against AEG. The claim should have said wrongful death for Michael Jackson for the negligence in hiring Conrad Murray and or the liability of Conrad Murray as a negligent treating physician to Michael Jackson. There were loose pleadings stating that AEG was liable for the negligent acts of Conrad Murray, but the jury was not required to decide on that issue because it was not in the title of the complaint. AEG is not liable for negligence in the hiring of Conrad Murray. An appeal of that decision will fail. However, an appeal of the questions asked to the jury regarding the claim for wrongful death and the loose pleading stating that AEG was responsible for their employee, Conrad Murray, being negligent in the treatment of Michael Jackson can be made. In addition, Brian Panish needs to request a reopening of the claim so that he can amend the title to say wrongful death in the negligence in the hiring of Conrad Murray and or the liability for Conrad Murray's negligence in the treatment of Michael Jackson. After an amendment and a request for an appeal, the case can be consolidated and a continuance of the hearing by the jury can take place for the question to be asked, is AEG liable for the wrongful death caused by the negligent actions of Conrad Murray found in the criminal charges which has res judicata? The decision of the jury that AEG is not responsible for the wrongful death of the negligence in the hiring of Conrad Murray does not take away the right for a claim in liability in the wrongful death of Michael Jackson because of the negligent actions of Conrad Murray. The decision of the jury did not remove AEG's liability for negligence from Michael Jackson's death, just the liability and the negligence in hiring Conrad Murray. If Brian Panish cannot get the judge to approve a reopening of the claim for amendments, he can file a new complaint against AEG with late filing for good cause because of the duress that Katherine Jackson was under because of her family trying to get money from Michael Jackson's estate. So basically, they had the claim for wrongful death. They just did not specify two separate claims of wrongful death. And that leaves AEG still liable for the negligence in the death of Michael Jackson.